Okay, I finally got out and bought myself a German stick glass from Victory Brewing Company. There it is right there. Could have also probably used a Tom Collins glass, which I do have several of, but kind of wanted to keep it a little more official. So I can finally drink a Kolsch beer in the vessel that the Kolsch beer was meant to be consumed. So our first Kolsch beer that we're going to do with the new stick glass is the Lancaster Kolsch beer. Of course, Lancaster brews all their beers for the most part, not all of them, but they do brew a lot of beers that are canned as well. This is one of them. I remember trying the Rumspringa beer. Not a big fan of it. One of the earlier reviews that I did. So hopefully this will be a little better. I did get a case of this. It's a little off season. It's October. This is more of a summer beer, May through September, so tail end of the freshness probably, to say the least. So be advised that this might not be the most fair review because this isn't the freshest of Kolsch's right now. 4.8% alcohol by volume. Kolsch is usually around that area, a little bit less than even a lot of the lagers. So this one kind of stands about where lagers usually stand. Lancaster Brewing Company, founded, I believe, in 1995. It's just kind of a really obscure kind of history. I couldn't really get a distinct history or a head brewer kind of thing that founded it or anything like that on the internet. So I'm going to say 1995-ish is when it was started. Kolsch, of course, styles pay homage to the traditional beers of Cologne. They're a little lighter. This one in particular uses two-row barley, wheat, and biscuit for its malts. And they use hops called Vanguard and Tetnaf, I think, is what the two hops are. Never heard of those hops in my entire life. So let us open it up. Of course, here is the can, and there's the Sun, a German Kolsch-style ale. It does have a little description here on the back. It says, our German-style Kolsch pays homage to the traditional beer of Cologne. It pours a pale straw color and delivers floral hop notes and smooth malt character from extended cold aging. Crisp, flavorful, and refreshing. Our German-style Kolsch is perfect for any occasion. So I'm going to hold them to that. And opening up the can, we'll pour it here into the stange glass. I believe that's how you pronounce it. German stick glass. And let's see how far up it goes here. It goes about to the top of the Victory. We're going to pour the whole thing in here. Perfect pour. Perfect! Look at that. And there is the head of the beer. Very, very fine particulates, as you can see. The head is forming a perfect crown on the top of this glass. Just a very good sight, I think. I don't want to get the Victory logo in there because it's not a Victory beer, but that is what the Kolsch looks like. And let's grab a whiff of it. Nice fluffy white head, too. Okay, getting a little bit of a malt barley. Smells like maybe the two-row. It's starting to turn a little bit, almost not quite smelling as fresh. So I know I will say probably not going to be the freshest beer in the world. That said, I am next to a candle too, so maybe that might have something to do with the smell. You really have to put your nose really, really close to this to really get any kind of scent. Wow, any kind of scent from this beer. So aroma is very, very light, extremely light aroma on this one. Nothing really to write home about. Just smells almost like a very, very light version of a macro lager or something like that. Let's grab a taste. You know, surprisingly very, very tasty. This is a very refreshing kind of style beer. It's very light. Not as light as some of your Pilsners are, or definitely some of your Coors Lights and Miller Lights, your American Adjuncts and stuff like that. This is a great summertime beer, it tastes like. You know what? I think I made a good choice. I bought a case of this on clearance for about $16.99. I figured, why not get a craft beer on clearance, which sometimes is better than the ones that are in craft that are just as much money. This one is a very decent Kolsch. It's just very refreshing. It's got just some body to it too. It's definitely got some bite to it. A nice full taste. I'm going to give a Lancaster Kolsch Ale. I'll give it an 8 out of 10.